Jay's Deli presents On Patrol with Santa Barbara PD.
Protect this town, we are with your blue. Time to roll, we are with your blue. We are on patrol.
Brought to you by Reverse Mortgage Works and Kitchen.
The lifeblood of any police department is the dispatch center. We are so proud of them. They play a great part in serving the community. Let's go on patrol.
Said the male had a gun.
Suspect 24 in the RPC, the female.
Female's yelling that a male has a gun.
Right.
Dispatch advised that there was some type of domestic and that somebody was yelling that a man had a gun.
So the information that we have now is that we're going to a domestic of some sort. There was a female caller that called and said that the male having the domestic had a gun.
Went into 1435, non-compliant, unknown where he went in the house.
Uncompliant subject into 1435.
We had one went in the house. What's the access from the from the front door? Can he get upstairs to that or not? Or I got nothing other than this disturbance was rolling up towards me as I'm trying to set up here. We had one guy that was non-compliant that went in the front.
Able to identify two males associated with the house. The first one was the guy that we contacted, who was initially uncooperative, but we were able to get him to calm down.
Hey, let's get behind a car.
Hey, you guys,
It's my sister. She's only 13 years old. This has been going on for like 4 hours. You guys barely got it.
Let's get behind a car.
Hey.
Did you guys know they got a call that this one got a gun?
As the women remained hysterical and we weren't able to figure out what was happening. We had the officers surround the house with their weapons drawn, not knowing what crime had been committed or if anybody had a gun at all. It was a situation where we were able just to contain the house and try to figure out what we had with the people out in front of the house. The story that we obtained was that the two males in this case, roommates, one of them has a girlfriend who came over to the house tonight. Apparently she got upset and called her mom, so her mom came over with her friend and another relative, and at that point the mom had felt that the boyfriend had hit her daughter, which he did not. And so she took a crowbar out and started hitting the boyfriend. So the boyfriend's roommate got a BB gun and pulled it out and handed it to the boyfriend who was getting beat up with a crowbar. Somewhere during this melee, the gun gets moved down to the car. We did locate a gun inside the car. It is a pellet gun, so we know that there's no danger that can happen to the public or anybody inside the house right now. In this case, everybody was uncooperative, everybody was drunk, nobody's really credible in this whole situation. It was a dangerous situation, but all the officers on scene remained calm and had the situation under control while we tried to figure out what happened. So it turns out that actually nobody had a gun except for the BB gun was passed to the boyfriend who was getting hit with a crowbar at one point, and that was the last that we heard of it. We're going to write this case up, refer it over to the district attorney's office to see if they're willing to file charges on a mother for assault with a deadly weapon by hitting her daughter's boyfriend with a crowbar. Officer Montag was going to a loud party call up in the hill area of Santa Barbara, and while he was driving there, he gets flagged down by a person that says that there was a car crash on Mountain Drive near Los Olivos.
I come here, he's sitting in the driver's seat, the car's just like it is. He was stumbling a little bit, bloodshot, watery eyes. Asked him what happened. And he says he made a right turn, looked down at his cell phone because it rang, and he crashed into that rock concrete wall.
Which ended up flipping his car around and leaving it in the position that it was.
And then rolled back, tried to move his car out of the way, rolled back, and it lost control because the front side is totally damaged. And he basically backed up right into the hill.
The guy then gets out of his car, he calls AAA, so the AAA tow truck shows up and is going to hook the car up and take off with it without contacting the police.
He told me that he had a beer when I asked him if he had any alcohol, so I was seeing some symptoms.
The driver who's been drinking is .11. They do some field sobriety tests, determine he's over the limit, and he's placed under arrest. So in this case, the first responding tow truck driver was a little upset because now he doesn't get the tow, but he lives as a tow when we get the arrest.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
Welcome to Jay's Deli in Palm Desert, a modern New York-style deli combined with today's contemporary cuisine. At Jay's Deli, we make everything fresh daily right here in our own kitchen.
All right, I've got the matzo ball soup over here. And I've got the New York black pastrami on rye bread to go with that. All right, and I've got the Amy's chopped with beets, goat cheese, and walnuts.
So we got our cinnamon hollow French toasts and our signature meatloaf.
Jay's Deli, making new traditions. We look forward to serving you soon.
Hi, I'm Jan, and welcome to Kitchen Kitchen. When you first walk in, you're going to notice the wonderful aroma of our gourmet coffees. Peruse the well-stocked shelves filled with those unique and hard-to-find items, and check out our wide selection of bakeware, barware, and barbecue, as well as our full line of quality cookware, cutlery, and gadgets galore. We also offer knife and scissor sharpening, so you can shop while we sharpen. Need a gift? We have it for everyone on your list, and even offer beautiful complimentary gift wrap. Follow me into the kitchen, where we hold the cooking classes and private events. You may even catch a demo of our best-selling gadgets, such as the square egg press, the pineapple slicer, the apple peeler, the electric rotato, and my personal favorite, the chopper. Stop by Kitchen Kitchen today. Family owned and operated for 3 generations since 1979. So come on into Kitchen Kitchen. Hope to see you soon.
Want to play better golf, tennis, pickleball, improve your focus? Well, you might want to check your brain. A 10-minute brain recording can reveal your brain speed, and together we'll make a plan to up your game.
So this is a disturbance at a hotel on Cabrillo Boulevard. It's actually almost exactly where we just made that last traffic stop, so we'll wiggle our way out there. They described the guy as wearing a black jacket, jeans, and a backpack, and lo and behold, as soon as we roll up behind it on Mason Street, we find a guy matching that description. Can you relax?
You're under the influence.
I'm under the influence.
Yes,
Okay,
you are.
take your backpack off. Where are you coming from?
I was walking down the street.
Did you get in an argument with someone somewhere? No? What's your name?
I was just walking down the street. Why are
You're
you
being
bothering
detained. Can you give me your name? As soon as we stop him, he's non-compliant, he's argumentative, he's talking about his rights being violated. So we get in touch with the hotel security and guests there and find out that this guy's a transient, he's a little bit intoxicated. Why are you following people to their rooms and jumping in the pool of a hotel you don't go to? You're not a guest at.
Honestly, they're lying because I'm not following nobody, and they're lying.
Well, there's 4 people that say you are. So what were you doing at the hotel? Do you have a good reason to be there? He showed up, stripped off all his clothes down to his boxer shorts and started hanging out in the jacuzzi. He's obviously not a guest. From there, he starts following female hotel guests up from the jacuzzi in his wet boxers to their rooms and trying to kind of sneak in their rooms as they're closing their doors behind him to keep this guy out, which is causing their husbands to get irate and security to get irate.
Dude gives me a stare. He's a violent guy, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I believe you.
He was up to no good.
and that's all there is to it. So.
Did you say anything to him?
No, I asked him, "Are you staying here?" No, what's up, man? Are you staying here? But he gave me, he wanted to give me that stare. He wanted to fight. So, and that tells me right there that he had nothing but bad intentions here.
How much did you drink today? Nothing. Well, do you drink sometimes?
I was hoping to drink.
You were hoping to drink?
Yeah.
Where'd you get these?
You know, in a store. They sell them.
I know, but why do they have ice in the bag already? They don't usually sell them that way. We arrived just as he's leaving, but we believe it still meets the elements of what we'd consider a trespassing. He's refusing to leave the hotel, and they want to sign a citizen's arrest for trespass, so that's what we did. And because his offense was going to continue, we booked him in jail.
One of the greatest satisfactions for police officers is when they are personally instrumental in turning someone's life around in a positive direction. Officer Kelt Hove has experienced many of these great moments, and we would like to share one of those moments with you now.
A couple of years ago, things changed for the worse for me. I'd been well employed up until that time. I started drinking, and I won't show up for a job if I'm not 100%. So there are jobs I just didn't show up for.
There comes a point in time where you've lost all your resources, you've lost your ability to get back up again, and you're basically at the mercy of what happens to you. And that typically involves alcohol as a way of numbing those feelings and those impossibilities that you face daily.
The light was terribly red when you crossed against it up there. Do you have your identification with you?
Certainly do.
Okay, can I see that? Oh, there's a leak of alcohol. Is there alcohol in there? It's not, is it?
No.
Okay. You are drunk, though.
I'm not.
Okay, you're intoxicated. How about that?
Usually I would be a candidate for getting another ticket. Officer Hove approached me, and he actually asked questions about what did I want to be doing? Did I want to stay where I was? I said no, and explained that I was in process of trying to get something else going.
I was supposed to be in Santa Monica on last Monday. Make my ride to the show.
What's in Santa Monica for you?
Salvation Army.
He mentioned that there are some people that tried to give him a ride down to Santa Monica to a program down there, but things fell apart and he was dependent on other people to take him there. And I offered I could do it the next day. Typically when I work with people that are down and out on the streets, there are a lot of obstacles. There's not just a linear approach. You have to make concessions for all different kind of things that can go wrong. And of course they did go wrong.
In the process of getting me packed up and out of town, a warrant showed up on the screen, and so if anybody, officer, had come by, I would be, out of the picture.
No matter how much you want it to be solved, it typically falls apart at one level or another, and it's like building a house of cards. One falls, the whole thing falls down, and you begin over again. And that's what I told Tyler. I will begin over with you again and again, and I'll stay with you to do this. Let's see if we can make this happen.
So Officer Hove told me, I had to stay low, and even if I did, I might be in trouble. About a couple hours later, a patrol car comes by and pulled over. Are you Tyler Richardson? Yes. We have a warrant for your arrest.
I worked with the public defender who is in his court, who in his interest, we decided the best thing to do for him was to go into jail for 1 week. And then we took him down to the program down in Santa Monica. On the way down there, he started talking about working with gorillas. And I heard the story, and I've heard many stories in my profession. And I listened to it, and I thought, well, I'm going to check that out and see what's that all about.
He was checking out the jobs I mentioned that I wanted to pursue when I got out.
So I cold called the Gorilla Foundation. I spoke to the HR individual up there, and they were interested in knowing a little bit more about his abilities now and if he would be a candidate for them.
Coco is very famous for being the first gorilla to acquire American Sign Language and use it in a way that is functional and understandable.
I could tell there was something he had a lot of passion for. So I Googled it and found out that indeed he was listed as somebody who had worked with Coco, the signing gorilla, that's famous from National Geographic's coverage in the mid-'80s.
My work at the Gorilla Foundation, it was a matter of keeping track of what was going on conversation-wise, what kind of signs were being exchanged.
Drove up there, met with the owners of the place, and met with the HR personnel, and Tyler had the fortune to meet with Coco again after 25 years of being gone, and he said she recognized him and remembered him from all these years, and she must have put a good word in for him. 3 days later they called and said that they would like to offer me a job.
Coco's female, she's always willing to talk about things. I'll be interested to find out what's going on. Right now, it's been 25 years I've been absent. I'll be starting over.
Now we're working on finding housing for him up there, completing the circle.
Don't go away. We need you to stay with us. On patrol.
Jay's Deli, making new traditions, is proud to bring closed captioning for the hearing impaired.
Bespoke, custom tailored to your needs, a perfect fit. If you are buying or selling a home, their process will be custom tailored to fit your needs. They are bespoke. Real estate marketing is their specialty, and their customized elevated service will meet your needs. Robert Downing and Tracy Boomer and their team have a passion for real estate.
Hi, we're Robert and Tracy, and if you'd like to see a sold sign in front of your home, or you'd like us to help you find your perfect desert property, give us a call today. We are bespoke.
Welcome to Gelato Granucci, the little shop with the big flavors.
Where our brilliant flavor designers bring you the art of gelato. Flavors like coffee, strawberry, salted caramel, cookie shot cones, gelato bars, and gelato cannolis. And now Gelato Granucci can be featured at your special event. Our scrumptious gelato will be served to your guests from our vintage cart.
See you soon at Gelato Granucci in downtown Palm Springs.
Acme, full service moving and storage. Acme is #1 when it comes to moving and taking the utmost care of your precious cargo. There is no job too small or too big that they can't handle. When it comes to storing your valued possessions, Acme is the best in the valley. Their task is complete when you are comfortable in your new home or knowing that your possessions are safely stored.
Call Acme Moving and Storage today for your free estimate at 760-200-1102.
Hi, I'm Henry. And I'm Steve. Together we represent Exotic Motor Cars here in Palm Springs. For the last 30 years, we've been the Valley's leading supplier of pre-owned exotic, luxury and classic cars.
Don't just dream it, drive it.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
My name's Doug Klug. I've been with Santa Barbara PD for about 4.5 years. Prior to that, I was a deputy with Ventura County Sheriff's. I worked down there for about 7.5 years before I lateraled up here. I like Santa Barbara. I've been up here. I've lived in the town for over 20 years, and it's been a very good move for me. I'm happy with the decision I made to come to this department, and I like all the people I work with here. There's a call where somebody said that an intoxicated driver crashed into their car and is now passed out behind the wheel.
Can you come out of the car? Are you able to come out of the car? Yeah. Okay. This is my partner, Officer Klug. He's going to make sure you're okay with me, okay? You don't look like you're okay right now.
It's not good.
Okay.
I don't want to be.
Okay. Can you come out for me, please?
I need you to step out of the car, please, okay? I need to. Well, I know. I understand you don't want to, but I need you to step out of the car. We're going to hang on to the keys for a second, but I need you to step out of the car. Come on. I understand that you're going through a difficult time. I want to try to make this as easy as possible for you. I want to make sure you're okay. And if you are okay, we'll get you out of here and on your way. Don't forget your shoes. What happened? Do you have any idea what happened to your car? Obviously, you were moving when that happened. Let me walk over to my car and we're going to chat for a minute, okay? Careful. Can you make it over to my car without falling over?
Everything's been so bad.
Yeah, it kind of seems like you're going through a rough time right now.
I have.
Yeah.
I lost much.
Yeah.
I need to ask you some questions about your driving and about how much you've had to drink today and stuff like that, okay? What's your last name? Do you have a middle name? What's your date of birth? Are you wearing contacts right now? Are you sick or injured right now? Are you diabetic? Are you epileptic? Have you bumped your head today? When did you eat last?
Lunch.
Lunch? What'd you have?
Food.
Okay. Is there anything mechanically wrong with your vehicle? Do you remember driving the vehicle today? You were driving the vehicle before it crashed, right? What did you crash in? Well, yeah, did you see your front tire? Are you seeing a doctor or dentist for anything?
I was.
What are you seeing a doctor for?
My issues.
What do you mean issues? Are you seeing a mental health doctor? Are you seeing a physical doctor?
Yeah.
So you have like depression problems? Are you taking antidepressants? I'm gonna have you do a couple of exercises, okay?
I can't do exercise.
Why not? Okay. We'll just skip that one. You're having a little trouble with that. Go ahead and turn around and face my car for me, please.
You're gonna arrest me.
Lisa, spin around, face the car for me, please. Yes, right now I'm placing you under arrest for DUI. Put your hands behind your back, please. Give me this hand, thank you. Interlace your fingers.
I'm sorry.
All right, or do that. Well.
Hey, Adam.
She's elected to give a breath sample, so she's going to go to the station right now, give a breath sample, and then we'll go from there. She'll either be booked into jail or released on a citation.
We're on our way to a call up on Dover Drive of with a hot prowl where we have a person that's maybe broken into a house and actually maybe in the house or is attempting to get in the house. We got up there and set up a perimeter.
Up that way or they go this way? Let me take a look over here.
So they sent the canines in with a couple of officers and checked the house and weren't able to find a suspect. He'd possibly left the area before we got up there. We found out that a couple nights prior, there had been another prowler just a couple blocks away that had gone into a bedroom and contacted a person while sleeping in their bed. And she got up and screamed, and the perpetrator ran away. So it sounds like there may be someone in the area that we may be looking for in the next few days.
Welcome to Jay's Deli in Palm Desert, a modern New York-style deli combined with today's contemporary cuisine. At Jay's Deli, we make everything fresh daily right here in our own kitchen.
All right, I've got the matzo ball soup over here. And I've got the New York black pastrami on rye bread to go with that. All right, and I've got the Amy's chopped with beets, goat cheese, and walnuts.
So we got our cinnamon hollow French toasts and our signature meatloaf.
Jay's Deli, making new traditions. We look forward to serving you soon.
Dr. Clarence Caldwell works with people who want a better life. Are you tired of health, career, and money issues? When you see others that seem to have it all, do you wonder, why can't I have that?
You can. If you're ready to overcome the fears that hold you back, increase your confidence, and leverage the power of your emotions, my Mindset Masterclass is exactly what you need. I will personally teach you the skills that I used to move from homelessness to corporate boardrooms. It will work for you too. If you truly want more, join me at my Mindset Masterclass and create the success and fulfillment that you deserve in your life.
Looking for a safe and fun outdoor adventure? Then let Palm Springs world-famous Red Jeep Tours transport you to a desert wonderland. Choose from a variety of exciting adventures. Journey through the bones of the earth on our signature San Andreas Fall Tour at our private and exclusive Metate Ranch. Explore narrow-walled slot canyons, a natural palm oasis, and learn about local Native American culture. Red Jeep Tours, offering experiences that engage, educate, and entertain since 1988.
Hi, I'm Henry. And I'm Steve. Together we represent exotic motor cars here in Palm Springs. For the last 30 years, we've been the Valley's leading supplier of pre-owned exotic, luxury, and classic cars.
Don't just dream it, drive it.
So we're coming around the corner in the truck.
So we see this guy who's seated over here inside the park after closing, and what he's doing is kind of meandering around here by the tree. So obviously after park closure, no lawful reason for being in the park, so we stop and contact him, everything like that. He does speak broken English, but I could, when I did a pat down for safety reasons, I could feel like a cigarette pack in his pocket. And then I asked if he had guns or drugs on him. He said no. I said, go ahead and look, basically. So then I emptied out his pockets and found a basically crack pipe and a white powdery substance that tested positive for cocaine.
He said that the items that you found, the pipe and the drugs, he found on the bridge. Whichever guy, if anybody ever ran across that on the bridge, they would have picked it up too.
What's in the black bag?
¿Qué es que tiene la bolsa? It's a drug. ¿Sabes cuál tipo?
How does he know it's a drug? What kind of drug does he think that is?
Entonces, ¿cuál tipo de droga crees que es? Piedra? So rock? He says, yeah, I know that type of drug, but I don't smoke it.
So then he would be willing to provide a urine sample to prove that he's never smoked rock cocaine or anything, correct?
Entonces, para hacer prueba que tú no fumas drogas de ningún tipo al lado de marihuana, entonces si nos quieres dar un ejemplo de tu orina.
I think that's yours, all right? So if you're telling me you never smoke it, all right, let's go take a pee test and I'll test your pee for cocaine. And if it comes back negative, I might believe you.
He says he says he never does it, but right now that he found it, he smokes a little bit.
Man, come on, man.
See, I can tell, man.
Man, okay, pero it's not mine.
I know, yeah. But you smoked it, look at you.
Oh, man, no.
24. And just a little bit, right? Not a lot, little. We had a little field test kit handy that with the white powdery substance, you wipe this it's like a moist towelette on the white powdery substance. And if it turns a certain color, it'll tell you which kind of narcotic it is. Well, tonight it happened to turn blue, which means it tested positive for cocaine. So now he's going to go to jail for possession of cocaine as well as possession of paraphernalia. So he'll spend the rest of the weekend in jail.
The next time you see our officers out in the field, please wave hello to them and let them know how much you appreciate them. They appreciate working for you. See you next time on patrol.
Check this town, we are with your blue. Time to roll.